Alright, so in this video, we're going to be talking about my impressions of The Last of Us Part 2, and let's get into it. Alright, before we start this video, like this video if you liked it, dislike if you don't, hit the subscribe button, and then turn bell notification on so you get notified when we upload new videos. Links will be in the description for my Twitch page, and my stream schedule will be on there. I just streamed the ending of this game, and I had a blast doing it. You can come check out that anytime I'm streaming, and go ahead and follow and put the notification on so you guys get notified when I stream, and we can talk about video games, play some video games, and just have some fun. There'll also be links down there to Amazon, which are affiliate links, and to our merch and social medias and all types of stuff down there. Go ahead and look down there if you guys want to know anything about the channel or merch or anything like that, and go get yourself affiliated with those links, and let's get into it. Alright, like I said, I just got finished playing The Last of Us Part 2 and completed it in about 20 hours, 21 hours, somewhere in there, and I enjoyed it. So this is the front screen when you get into the game, but normally it's a different look because I beat the game. Apparently they change it, which is really cool. So we're gonna go and jump into there. Let's go look at the options real quick just so you guys can see these. This game has a very big focus on accessibility, and they made sure to emphasize that with all of the different types of controls that you can do. You can change pretty much everything. The HUD, you can change subtitles, your display brightness, and your safe scaling, as well as motion blur was up in there as well, and then audio, all types of settings, language, change your language, which is really cool, especially if you want to learn different languages. You could actually change it and play the game in it, and it'd be kind of cool. And then obviously the accessibility stuff, there was kind of a big push that I saw for accessibility in this game, and so they've got all types of ways of changing it. One of the nice ones is in here, I believe. No, alternate controls, boat controls. So by default it makes you use the stick and then L2 to reverse. I didn't like that, so I changed it to the alternate, which is just the R2 and L2, which is really nice. I don't know why they didn't choose to do the alternate one as default, because it kind of seems like how you would drive a boat or like car, and so it's just makes the most sense to me. So I did it that way. So I'm just gonna load into a chapter, one of the earlier ones, so you guys can just see it, and you can choose your challenge ability. I think I beat the game on moderate, I believe, and I'll probably go back through and play it some other time with the harder difficulty, and you can change the setting at any time. And so I'm not gonna try to show too much gameplay because I don't want to spoil anything if you guys haven't played through it, and I just want to show some combat, and we can start talking about the story, at least in the aspects of what I think about it. Not like, I'm not going to spoil anything, no worries. I would always put spoiler alert or whatever in the title, or in the description, the time stamps if it is spoiler at all, but this video will not have any spoilers in it. So load screens are a little long, but you don't see a lot of them in game. You just see it once you try to start the game, especially when you're starting in a random chapter. So let's go ahead and see if we can get it. Skip the cinematic.
So how lost are we?
So we got a little bit of a horse ride here.
Hey, have a little faith.
And let's see, I don't think I can jump around from it, but that's fine. So we got a horseback riding, just like the original game. And so I'm actually gonna jump to a different point in the game. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, so we're in our new scene. This This is not too far into the game,
Track down
but
Lorraine,
I just wanted a better
get her to tell me
ability
where
of showing you guys
Easy.
some stuff in the game. And so you got your normal controls with The Last of Us, you know, all your weapons and stuff laid out on the D-pad if you played the first one. And so you can switch through weapons as well by holding it and going through. And I like the gameplay. I enjoy the motions and the movement that they have. Weapons seem very responsive, and the little things like that where it'll tell you, hey, look at this, and all you have to do is hit a button. And they even added in prone or laying down and being able to crawl like this. It adds a little bit to the puzzles, and it's very nice. So I think overall the gameplay is good. I had some issues with the story. It's mostly an issue of how they present things and not the story itself. I really like the story itself. It just takes a little bit longer to get your head wrapped around what's going on, and because of how they're presenting the story. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not going to say exactly what's going on, but if you've played it, you know what I'm talking about, where it kind of presents itself in a strange manner where you start having to puzzle it all together rather than it just being a linear game, which is what it is. It's a linear game, but it's not at the same time. So they tried to do that, and I don't think that a lot of people like that. It was okay for me. It gave me a little bit of a bad experience with some of the characters because I didn't like them, and then I ended up liking them, and then I don't like them at the end again. And that's true in a lot of the characters in this game, which kind of sucks. But I think that they did the best they could, and I love the story. I'm not trying to harp on it, just saying what I think about the portrayal of the story, and it's not really the story itself. Again, just the way it's told. I think that as a standalone game, amazing. It is a great masterpiece of a game, as IGN wants to call it. I think it has some downsides, but mostly because I'm comparing it to the original, and other people are comparing it to the original. And so, if you're not comparing it to the original, I think it's standalone, good game. I had some issues with the pacing, that was about it. Just like kind of going into the piecing of it, the pacing just seems kind of off a little bit. But I think that overall it's okay. It's just, I felt like it's a little bad. I had a lot of motion blur originally, and I got used to it. That's something you guys have to look out for, just for the movement. And I think that overall you guys will enjoy this game. I have so many good things to say about it. I have actually a list. Some of the ones are like the music mini games. I'm sorry I don't have any footage to show you, but you strum on the pad to actually do the music, to play the guitar when she plays, and it's amazing. There's stuff like puzzles, like the safes, where you have to try to figure out the combination to the safe, and you have to use different clues within the building, or within notes, or within other things to try to get the safe combination, which I thought was really cool, and they use it in a very slick way where there's 6 numbers and they try to piece it in a weird way that you would not think about in some ways. And I like that it gives you hints. As I'm sitting here, they want to give me hints, and Ellie will try to tell you. But I also like at some points it's kind of more open world, or more, you have more of an ability to move around in different ways, and it feels like you never have a single way to go at things, which is really nice. Even when it's not the points where you have one option, getting to that one option is multiple different ways. You can go through different buildings, or go on the street, or different things like that, and I really enjoyed that. I again spent like 20 hours with the game. I'm sure I missed a lot, because I was reading that about 30 hours is the normal playthrough that people were experiencing, or 25 to 30, and I got 5 hours or 10 hours less than that, so I may have missed a lot. I might play through it again just to experience more of the world, so I can get better thoughts around that. But like I said, most of all, I love the game. I love the time the developers put into little things like the environments around the grass and everything, and the buildings, and being able to just interact with the world itself, which is really nice. And I never want to harp on the developers saying, you know, lazy or trying to say that they're not taking our experiences into account. I think they did an amazing job, and I just want to say thank you to Naughty Dog and to Sony and to everybody there for an amazing experience. And if you haven't seen it already, I have a collector's edition video that was up. You can go check that out in the video description. I'll link to that. And as I wrap up my thoughts around this game, I think that it's a must-buy for anyone that has a PS4 or PS5 in the future, hopefully. And I can't recommend this game enough, especially if you've played the first game. But if you haven't played the first game, there's 2 games right there that you should play through, and you will enjoy the experience. You may not enjoy the story of the second one, sadly. Some people do not. I enjoyed my experience and most of the story. I felt like it was worth the money I spent, even with the collector's edition, and I think it's worth for you guys to get it as well. And before we end this video, like this video if you liked it, dislike if you don't, hit the subscribe button and then turn bell notification on so you get notified when we upload new videos. Links will be down in the description for my Twitch page. The Twitch page will have my stream schedule on it if you guys want to check that out. Make sure you follow me on Twitch so you can stay up to date with notifications and be able to know when I'm live. And I play all types of games. I played Last of Us recently on stream, and I play Apex a lot. And we can just talk about video games, talk about life, and just have a good time. Also, go check out the merch down in the description, as well as the Amazon affiliate links. And if you guys buy anything through Amazon, we'll get a small kickback from the, whatever you guys buy on Amazon. And there'll also be links down there to our social medias, my personal one, as well as the YouTube channel. And there's all types of links down there. Just go check those out and get affiliated with those, and support the channel however you guys think you should. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.